Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to bring kind of a newer type of video to the channel. I really love watching planner videos, budget with me's, plan with me's, so I figured I would just go ahead and try to make one myself. So if you are interested in seeing some of my basic planning essentials and how I set up my November calendar, then just go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so the first thing that I want to cover are my planning essentials. So basically everything you see right here is what I use for my day-to-day planning. Alright, so we'll start here. So in this little Ipsy bag, I have a couple things. So I do have a variety of post-it notes, literally so many different kinds, and then there's a couple more down here and stuff. Just because I like to make notes and leave them on my planner, and I always have this bag with me, so if I need to mark any books or anything like that, I'll always have that. The next thing that I have in my bag is going to be this Bic Cover It Correction Fluid, which is basically just whiteout, and then I have a pencil in here, as well as my favorite pen, which is a Pilot G2 Ultra Fine Tip. It's a 0.38 millimeter, and then I have a dry erase marker, and then a highlighter, and the rest are just these Scribble Stuff color pens, and they have like this brush tip. I don't know if you can really see that. It's very fine, and it writes beautifully, so I have a ton of those just for when I like to decorate. My second pencil pouch, I got this pencil pouch from my friend Emily when she went to Seattle. I am an education major, so she got me this little school bus. She is too, and she has really good taste. So inside of this pencil case, I really just have a bunch of Sharpies, some extra pens, some more highlighters. Nothing really too interesting going on in here. So next in my bag, I keep this ruler at all times, just because when I'm making free boxes and stuff like that, I want to always make sure that they're even. It's a planning essential, if you ask me. And then I do have a wide array of different types of stickers. I'll just go through them really quickly. So these little label stickers I got from one of my supervisors here when I started my senior resident assistant training. She saw that I had an Erin Condren planner, and she's also really into planning, so she figured that I would like these, and I do. I love little labels and all stuff like that. So these books I actually got from the Target dollar spot, or the dollar section. This book was $3, and I believe this one was too. And this one has a rose gold theme. This one's kind of weird because it doesn't really match anything. Like, I don't know if you can see that. It has like marble in there. I mean, it has cute stuff, it just doesn't really go with any of the themes that I try to put together. And then I have a couple sheets of gold stickers. I do have this, which came with my planner. I have two of these. These are just the Erin Condren color labels that come with the planner. And then last but not least, because it's my favorite, I do have this Create 365 by the Happy Planner sticker book, and these are just 1,829 stickers in the Planner Basics collection. So in here you'll find foods, laundry, weight trackers, a bunch of to-do lists, shopping, stuff like that. So I really love this, and I think that we're actually going to dip into this today a little bit as well. So now for the main girl of the show, we have my Erin Condren Deluxe monthly planner. So this past summer I ordered this planner. This is my first Erin Condren purchase. I did customize it so my name is on it, as well as the school year, and I also picked the color scheme. My idea for my dorm room was to go with white and then this forest green. The forest green didn't really work out because my room is kind of like white, gray, and pink. So I don't know, I guess that was a fail. But I do like these. They are a couple of my favorite colors, so I think it works. So let's move into the planner. On this first page, if you're not familiar with Erin Condren, this is actually just a dashboard for a wet erase marker. So August was the first month that I kind of started playing with my stickers and kind of like trying to figure out how I wanted to use my planner. As you can see, it's kind of cute, you know, some slight, but nothing too busy yet, because this is around the time where I was starting to get ready to go back to school, so I was just working a lot, honestly. I used some of the free pages to, I'm a senior resident assistant here at my college, so I used the one of the free pages to put information on my resident assistants. I did a daily gratitude log, so these are just things that I'm grateful for. And then this is where I started making some of my lists. So right here I have my back to school shopping list, where I budgeted everything out. And then on this page I have my YouTube videos and stuff that I wanted to keep track of for the month of August. So I did put like my subscriber count and stuff like that, videos that I filmed, and then videos that I wanted to film, some videos that I tabled. And then this is just where I did a lot of my planning for my YouTube videos, because in August I had a lot of time to do that. On this page, these are just things that I wanted to remember, like a running list while I was doing things during RA training. So then this is where it gets kind of, I don't know. As you can see, I was having a hard time kind of figuring out the layout and things that I wanted to do in my planner. The issue that I found here was that there was just too many stickers, so I realized that if I was going to use the stickers, I had to kind of plan a little bit better with them. So as we're moving forward into the other months, you'll be able to see kind of how I'm using stickers less, but this month I want to take them on a little bit more, except try to be smarter with the placement of them. So on September's blank pages, I wanted to set it up exactly how I did August. So I did set up a September budget, my September YouTube page, and then I didn't really end up using those much. And then I did a class assignments page. So the reason that I picked this specific planner was because it only had the full calendar view. It didn't have the daily spread, because I feel like I don't use daily spreads as much. Like I'll start on Monday, and then as soon as it's Wednesday, I'm not really using it anymore. So I felt like that would be a waste of money and a waste of paper. So I decided to opt out and get the design that just has the months, and then it has a couple like sheets of notebook like paper. And so when we were deep like into September, I still didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to use these papers for. So I just put like my class assignments right here, and like I said, didn't really go too deep into it because I stopped at the week of the 14th, and then I just started using this page to put some of the notes that I wanted to remember. And as you can see, when we're moving into October, I figured out a way that I could set up a page and still utilize this idea. So October. Now, as you can see, I did kind of use less stickers this month, but because I was starting to play more with those colored pens that I was given. I want to keep that idea moving into November, but I want it to be a little bit more cohesive. This is really, really busy, which I like, but it's not as cute. So I want to utilize more of these stickers, but I also want to make sure that I don't run into a situation where the sticker's taking up the whole page and there's not really anything that I can, like anywhere I can put the information. For this month coming up, I also want to focus on utilizing these weekend dates as well as this side panel, because that's something that I didn't use this month. So moving into these notebook pages for October, this first page I wanted to designate for clinical information. Like I said, I'm studying elementary education, so I'm placed in a couple different schools, and I wanted to keep track of what I was doing. But like I said, you know, that was my intention. It didn't really work out the way that I wanted it to, because I started to pick up a different way to keep track of the things like that. So on this page I have important lists. I am in like 5 to 10 different meetings a week, so I need to kind of keep track of things that I want to cover in the meetings, things that I want to follow up on. I'm part of the residential life here on campus, so I need to keep track of my res life stuff. I need to keep in touch with my supervisor as well as my senior resident assistant. And then since I am the campus correspondent for her campus at my college, I also have a lot of stuff to do for that, so I want to keep track of that in a way here too. And I just have my bills at the bottom here. These next 2 pages, I had intentions for them, but you know, nothing really panned through with those. And then, so this is what I was talking about when we were in September, and I said, this little page right here, when I said that I had something that I figured out I wanted to do, I made this page. And so I actually am already working on replicating that for November, and this is a daily to-do list page. So I just have the weeks broken out right here on the top, and I have the weekdays here, not including the weekends, and then every day I just write down my little to-do list, and then anything that I don't bring, like anything that I don't complete, I'll just bring it to the next day. So I really like this idea, and I want to try to move it into November. So now that we're in November, this is what we're going to work on. As you can see, I already have some stuff in here, but that's because this is a lot of stuff that was in my syllabi, I guess, for a couple different classes. So I wanted to get those important days in. I do have due dates in here for things that I needed to remember. I have just like days that I have duty, because like I said, I'm in residential life, so we do have duty shifts, and I kept track of that. And then I also have a couple big projects in here, so I wanted to just keep track of those. Now, what I did here to kind of pre-plan is I wrote out some of the important things that I want to kind of move into here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kind of set it up, and we're going to basically fill the journal up with the important stuff and get ready for the month. So before we move into that, I just wanted to show you that I did start setting up my November to-do list page. I used a little bit of a different theme. This is metallic, so it might be kind of hard to see, but this is rose gold and blue. Once I get like heavy into the planner community, I want to start getting like sticker packs and stuff like that, so I can give my months themes and stuff like that. So I think that would be really cool. But until then, I'm kind of just gonna go with the flow, how I've been doing. So basically from this point on now, I'm just going to go ahead and write the stuff in, and I'm going to fast forward it. So yes, let's do this. Alright guys, so this is going to be it for right now. Like I said, this is all just things that I've pre-planned, so these are things that I know are going to come up this month. I just put in a couple important meeting days, a to-do list for one of the days because this day is actually really going to be busy, and then a conference that I'm going to. There's a fashion show on this day. Everything else is going to fill up just based on how the first couple of weeks of the month go. So that is going to be my planning video. If you want to see any more videos, possibly about how I set up these, how I plan to set up some budgeting, I am going to be doing a No Excuses November, so I'm going to set up a page for that to kind of keep track of my fitness, and then a little bit of a spending tracker. So if you want to see how I'm setting up either of those pages, make sure you go ahead and leave it in the comments below. Like this video if you enjoyed seeing something a little bit different, and then make sure to subscribe if you're not already. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.